We're talking in the last session about passion. Angela was there because the idea is that we talk about something we're passionate about, and I've got a problem with that word because it's just, I associate it with business solutions, I associate it with being used kind of loosely. It's lost its meaning because it's used so much. So I thought, well, what am I really passionate about? How do you know when you're passionate about something? What do you not stop talking about? I don't stop talking about my bike. I never shut up about it. Whenever there's any sort of chance or any kind of, or even a walk in the morning, got to say something about what the journey was like. And so I thought I'd say a few words on that. I think one of the things I love about it most is the freedom it gives you. Does everyone remember their first bike? Is there anyone that doesn't remember their first bike and what it felt like to go on it? And that sense of freedom is the first time you can actually, I don't know, just get away from your mum, and even if that only means going down the block, sort of going at a speed, propelling yourself. For the women's movement, because bikes were sort of invented in the mid-19th century and they sort of became honed and more efficient towards the end, by the time people were, the time of the suffragettes, it was taken as a symbol of emancipation, because obviously not everyone had cars, and least of all women. It was to do with, what do they have some phrase about? Don't stay in friction when you can turn it to momentum, because cycling is all about free, untrammeled womanhood. And you're just motoring through the country. And today, it's just as much about being self-reliant. You know what time you're going to get somewhere if you're going on your bike, normally. Even if that means arriving a little bit blustery and wet, you're just going to, you're going to do it within a certain framework. And that's something really sort of heartening. The simpler the bike is, the better you can fix it, which means you've got total control. Maybe because I haven't got a car, that becomes my thing. I like being able to master it. And again, it's the main transport in a lot of developing countries because of that, because it's so cheap and easy to use. The bit about efficiency takes me on to the beauty. Elliot was talking about that mathematical beauty of language. I love the beauty of the efficiency of the bike. I'm kind of running out of time. I love how 99% of the energy that you press into the pedals gets converted into motion. That is amazing. Nothing else is like that. Even running hasn't got the same conversion. So just knowing that makes it a wonderful thing to do. I'm going to skip on to my passion for fixed gear bikes. Who knows about fixed gear and single speed? The first time I saw a bike that didn't have any brakes on it or gears, and I couldn't stop looking at it thinking, what's going on? And then I realised this is what bikes are meant to be. All those sort of gears and suspension bits and like the bottle holder and the mud guards and stuff are so unnecessary. I love a bike to be what a child draws, which is like the two wheels and the bit that goes across and just a chain. Fixed gear is where you don't even have the brakes because you brake by pedalling backwards a little bit. So it's quite hard on your legs, but you become very in tune with the road because it's just you in this really rudimentary framework travelling along. The other thing that I need to cover in my last 25 seconds is that simplicity of the bike and the interaction that it gives you with the rest of the world. So the love just isn't the machine, but it's the experience of travelling through the world at this particular speed, which is fast enough to get somewhere, but slow enough to smell the cut grass in the park and the, I don't know, different restaurants as you go past them, slow enough to be able to say hello to the people that you're going past.